Okay, we're going to look at how to create a new job within TeamPoint. It's very straightforward. This is the TeamPoint dashboard homepage. However, you can do this from any page within TeamPoint. The first thing we do is we find the new menu item over on the left-hand side, and then we select Job. This opens up a window to create a new job. The first thing we need to do is we need to find the site where the job is going to be performed. So we have two options. We have a box here to search for an existing site, and if we can't find it, we can then add a new site. So begin our search. So I'm going to tap the first two letters of the site name, and it's going to go and find the matches that we have already. So I'm going to have a quick look down these. It's not in here. If I keep typing, it's not this one. So I'm going to create a new site instead. So if I didn't want to create a new site, all I would have to do is click on one of these to choose the site. But we'll create a new one. So we create a new site using the Create Site button here. We enter the site name. This one is Test Site. When we come out of the site name, it does check if this site exists already. So it says that there are 6 possible duplicates found. So it's a little warning in case to stop me duplicating a site, but we'll ignore that for the time being. We can choose a customer if we have one already. We're not going to do that now, but again, we can just search for the customer. If left blank, a customer will be created with the same name as the site. So the site and the customer will essentially be the same thing. We then want to enter the site address. So let's put the address in here. And then the work that's been requested. So we'll enter the details of the work that we want to do. So let's say repair all site equipment. Obviously, we can put whatever we want in there, depending on what needs to be done. So the job type. There are a few different options. However, we have 2 main job types. Are the PMV, which is a planned maintenance visit, and a reactive, which is a call out, essentially. So if we choose PMV, we get a window, a service window. So we have the earliest and latest dates this job can be performed. So we might, for instance, say that this job could be done anytime next week. So we'll choose Monday to Friday. And this is when the system will send us various different alerts about whether the job is overdue, whether it's approaching overdue. So this is the window that we want to get this job done within. If it's a reactive job, it's slightly different. If it's a reactive job, we enter a response time instead. And response time is how quickly we need to be on site. This will normally match the service level agreement that we may have with our customer. So we may have an SLA of 8-hour attendance for urgent call-outs, or whatever it may be. So we'll put this one as reactive, and we'll say it's a non-urgent 3 days. So we can do it anytime in the next 3 days. We can enter a purchase order number. So I'll just type P01234. Again, the system checks at this point for duplicate purchase numbers as well, and to make sure that we don't use the same purchase order more than once unless we want to. So at this point, we can either save our job, which means that this job will go into the system saved as is, and we can come back to it later and do whatever we need to do with it. We can click Save and Edit, which will open a more detailed edit form where we can add line items to the job, we can add tags, we can do lots of other things with the job, or we could also schedule the job at this point. So if we know who's going to go and do the work and we know when they're going to go and do it, we would click here to allocate the job and to schedule it. It may be, here we go, here's our little warning about the purchase order number. It's already been used, so it's giving us a warning about that. Now, often our jobs are scheduled in batches. We might do planned scheduling for a whole week or for a month, or we may have some kind of automatic scheduling tool. We might have a separate team of schedulers, but here we're going to schedule the job directly. So this assumes that I know who's going to do it and when they're going to do it straight away. So I choose an operative. So this is a list of all my operatives. So let's choose Alan. We're going to say when he's going to go. So I've got 3 days to do this job in. So let's say he's going to go on Friday. We're going to say what time he's going. And we'll put an estimated duration of the job. And this is in minutes. So let's say approximately, we're going to say it's a 2-hour job. Now we can either schedule the job, which means it will be scheduled for that date and time, but it's not actually issued out to the technician yet. Or we can dispatch the job, in which case it sends it straight out to the technician's mobile device. So we'll dispatch this one and we'll just click save. And we're okay. Job's been saved. It's been issued to our technician. We've got a date and time for attendance. So that's all done.